Over the past 10 years, economic development has become much higher on the priority list for local governments. But I believe there are a couple of very basic principles that need to be adhered to when you're considering an economic development plan. One, you have to remember that an economy can only be based on assets and resources that are available in the region. There have been many times when an economy has tried to be imported into a region but have failed because it doesn't base itself on the actual resources and assets available in that region. Secondly, population growth and economic growth are two different things. An economic development plan that's based on the forced population growth is doomed to failure. Population growth in any community is just a byproduct of a growing and strong local economy. The Sunshine Coast is a classic example of both of these principles. In the very early stages, the Sunshine Coast industry was around timber, agriculture and dairy. And that was strong right up until the 1960s. But since then, the natural assets of the community and the region have become more obvious, and the industry has changed to tourism. The tourism industry has driven the economy to far greater scale than it had ever been before, and of course the population growth has grown with that. But those original industries are still there and still growing. The dairy industry, although it's changed, now supports 2 national retail milk suppliers plus 3 local suppliers and a cheese industry. The timber industry, although natural gathering is no longer a part of the industry, plantations have taken over in a great way and are still providing good economy for our future. And indeed, the agricultural industries are on the rise with new product, new opportunities and value adding on site, on farm. It makes all the difference. The economy must be based on the assets and the resources that exist in any community at any time, and the Sunshine Coast is a classic example of that.